And welcome to our educational learning platform. This video is especially useful for the students of B.Ed and candidates of TSC and TET examination. In this video, we are going to learn about lesson planning, time management and classroom activities. Let's begin. What is a lesson plan? A lesson plan is a written guide prepared before teaching. It describes the learning objectives, teaching methods, classroom activities, teaching material, assessment techniques, and time allocation for particular lesson. In simple words, a lesson plan is the roadmap of teacher. Just as travelers use a map to reach their destination, teachers use a lesson plan to guide students toward the learning objectives. If a question such as what is lesson plan appears in TET or TSC examination, we can write a lesson plan is a systematic and organized written plan prepared by a teacher to achieve specific learning objectives within a specified period through appropriate teaching methods, learning activities, teaching material, and assessment. Now, let's understand why lesson plan is important. A teacher may have excellent subject knowledge, but without proper planning, effective classroom teaching can still be difficult. So, lesson plan helps a teacher to give clear direction to teaching. It helps teacher achieve learning objectives. It saves valuable classroom time. It increases students' participation. It encourages active learning. It improves classroom management. It prepares teachers for different learning situations. It ensures the effective use of teaching material. It takes assessment easier. Therefore, we can say good planning leads to organized teaching, and organized teaching creates better opportunity for learning. Now, what makes a lesson plan effective? Or what are the characteristics of lesson plan? A good lesson plan should have the following characteristics. It should be clear and simple. Lesson plan should be clear and simple, practical, flexible, learner-centered, activity-based and time-bound, curriculum-based, easy to evaluate. So a lesson plan should focus more on students' learning than on teachers' teaching. Now, let's discuss the main components of lesson plan. Here are some essential components of lesson plan: learning objectives, teaching materials, teaching methods or strategies, teaching learning activities, assessment or evaluation, and finally, homework. These are the main components of the lesson plan. Now, let's understand the actual process of lesson planning. Step 1. Identify the learning objectives. The first question every teacher should ask is, what should my students know or able to do after this lesson? The answer becomes your learning objectives. Objectives should be clear, measurable and achievable. For example, instead of writing students will understand adjectives, we can write students will identify adjectives in sentences. Notice that the objectives must be easily be measured. Step 2. Analyze the learners. Before teaching, a teacher should understand the learners. A teacher should ask himself that who are my students? What is their age? What is their English level? What do they already know? What difficulties might they face? What are their interests? Understanding learners helps teachers to select appropriate teaching methods and activities. Step 3. Select the content. The content should be selected according to the curriculum, the textbook, the learning objectives, students' level, available classroom time, etc. Do not include unnecessary information. Teach what students actually need to learn. Now decide how you are going to teach. Step 4. Select appropriate teaching methods. There is no single teaching method that is suitable for every lesson and every learner. Therefore, the teacher should select methods according to the objectives, content, learners, and classroom context. Some common methods include lecture, discussion, demonstration, question and answer, cooperative learning, guided practice, role play, problem solving, etc. Then step 5. Select teaching material. Teaching materials make learning interesting, meaningful, and effective. The material may include pictures, textbooks, flashcards, charts, workshops, worksheets, videos, audio recordings, PowerPoint presentation, and digital resources, real objects or realia. These types of teaching material helps learning more concrete and meaningful. Then step 6. Plan classroom activities. Modern education encourages students to participate actively instead of talking throughout the class, throughout the lesson. Teachers should involve students in meaningful activities. That activities may be pair work, group discussion, brainstorming, role play, debates, reading activities, language game, presentation, etc. These types of classroom activities should be simple and interesting according to the content, according to the objectives, according to our lesson plan. Now let's move toward our step 7, assessment. Assessment tells us whether learning objective which we selected have been achieved or not. Teacher can assess or evaluate the students through oral questions, written exercise, quizzes, observation class participation, homework, short test, project work, etc. These types of evaluating techniques can be used after finishing our teaching learning activities to evaluate the students. Now step 8, homework or assignment. Homework generally refers to work given to students to complete outside classroom hour, often to enforce what they have learned. Often to reinforce what they have learned. An assignment is a broader academic task that may include practice, application, research, or project work. For example, after teaching adjectives in the classroom, the teacher may give homework as write 10 sentences describing your family members and underline the adjectives. Now finally, step 9, reflection. Reflection is the final stage. After every lesson we finished, we should ask ourselves, did students understand today's lesson? Were the activities effective? Did I complete the lesson on time? What should I improve next time? Reflection helps teachers continuously improve their professional practice. So this is also very important part of our teaching. Now let's discuss time management. Time management means using the available classroom time effectively to achieve learning objectives. Every lesson has limited time. A successful teacher knows how to divide that time wisely. For example, in 45-minute lesson, 5 minutes for introduction or brainstorming, 10 minutes for presentation, 10 minutes for guided practice, 8 minutes for peer or group activities, 7 minutes for assessments, and 5 minutes for homework and conclusion. Time management does not mean rushing through the lesson. It means using time purposefully. Now we have reached the most practical part of today's lesson. Here is a complete example of lesson plan for an English classroom. If you are preparing for TET, TSC, B.Ed examination, teaching practice, or your future teaching career, practice preparing lesson plans for different topics. For example, tenses, parts of speech, reading comprehension, vocabulary, letter writing, speaking skills, listening skill, writing skills, grammar, etc. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. Thank you very much for staying with me throughout this video. I hope this lesson has helped you understand lesson planning, time management, and classroom activities in clear and practical way. Once again, thank you very much. Have a good day.